Now let's move to our second last topic, which is local variable. To understand local variable, I'm directly jump into one implementation of it so that you can understand it easily. If I ask you whether this X is static or instance, you will immediately say it's instance because static is not mentioned before data type. Similarly, if I ask you that there is another variable, let's say Y, whether it is static or instance, this time you will again might be say that Y is instance, but it's not instance. A variable which is declared or defined inside the block of method will be considered as local variable. So this Y is not static or not even instance, it is local variable. Local variable will also be defined or declared as a formal argument of method. For example, if I declare here one more variable, let's say int z, then that variable will also be considered as local variable. Now, what is the purpose of defining the local variables? Local variables most of the time used to take participation in methods functionality. For example, I am defining a variable holding a value here and then I'm utilizing that variable inside my code inside that method. So that's the one purpose of using local variable. The second purpose of using local variable is, for example, you are declaring a variable as an argument here int z, and you are expecting that whatever the actual argument will assign to this formal argument z, I'll take that z value and assign to the class level variable. For example, I am saying something like that. So in that way, this local variable, this formal argument value is assigning to class level variable, and that is make changes into class level variable. So these are the two purpose of using local variables. Okay. Now the next question is, can I access this z or a local variable inside main method or inside other method? No, we cannot access local variables outside the methods. Why? What is the reason behind this? Because when you call the method, a memory container creates, we call them stack frames, and local variables will take place inside the stack frames. Stack frames are the temporary buffers. So those will be there in the memory only when the method is executing. Once the method will terminate, stack frames will be vanished from the memory. That means local variables will no more there inside the memory, which means when you are calling the method and method will terminate, and then after if you'll try to access this z in other methods, you will not be able to access them because they are no more there in the memory. This is about local variables. Now, I'm summarizing once again what is local variable. Local variables are the variables which will define inside the method as a formal argument of method or inside the body of method. Local variables are used to make changes in class level variables or used to take participation inside the method's functionality. Local variables take place inside the memory container called stack, and those will take place when the method will start executing, and they will vanish from the memory once the method will terminate. And those cannot be accessed outside the method.